Orange County Bird of Prey Center is a nonprofit organization that deals with injured birds of prey, and that's hawks and owls, vultures, falcons. What we do is we receive animals, birds of prey, from Good Samaritans, and then animal control, fish and game, fish and wildlife, in those groups. And the ones that are fixable, we repair them, and then we transfer them there to flight cages, which are off-site. I have nine wild birds, and then I have 2 owned birds. These are all birds of prey. I've had birds come in with darts in them. I had a red shoulder come in with somebody who's shot with a dart. I get out of certain cities. I get a lot of birds that are shot, BBs and or pellets. Newport Back Bay, somebody shot at one of the ospreys last year. Shot it while it was sitting, because you can tell where the bullet went through its wing. And so that's in the Newport Back Base. That's in the private reserve that somebody shot that bird. I think that's a very unusual. You know, when it comes to wildlife, most of the weird stuff is man caused. So it depends. The process and the time it takes to rehab a bird depends on the bird and the injuries. I mean, obviously a head trauma that's mild, you know, a lot of times by the time they get brought into me within a day, they're back to being normal, and we'll pop those loose right away. Some of these guys suffer, you know, if they suffer a fracture, it can take 6 to 8 weeks. Recently I worked over 2 years on a peregrine falcon that had a wing injury that we'd done some exercising with 2 different falconers trying to get this bird conditioned enough to fly. Find injured animals, use your animal controls, because the animal controls, especially in our area with Orange County Animal Control and Mission and Irvine and Newport Beach and Laguna Beach and Costa Mesa, all those groups are networked with all the rehabbers and all the veterinarians and stuff, and we all do certain parts of it. And one of the problems that we have is people tend to take animals, especially wildlife, and they always want to help them, but they don't want to follow the program that we have established. And people need to remember that and trust those people, because